Hello, this is Donald Jenkins, your Master Purpose Development Coach, and I want to thank you for taking some time out of your schedule to spend some time with me. Normally when I do these videos, I'm normally sharing some type of purpose development secret or tip, strategy, but that's not what this video is about. This video is all about you hearing my story. Now, why do I want you to hear my story? Not just to take up your time and waste your time, because you have a story too. Your story could be a blessing to someone else, and I encourage you, tell your story as much as possible. You know, tell your story to yourself, because if you can't get any encouragement from your own story, then no one else will get any encouragement from your story. So hopefully by hearing my story, you'll be able to find some type of encouragement, conviction, motivation, tools, tips, strategies, whatever you want to call it, to be able to take you to the next level. So I want to share with you today of how I went from being homeless but not hopeless. Now, I'm not going to go all the way back and tell you my story as to where I came from and, you know, things of that nature, where I grew up at and who I grew up with and things of that nature. You don't have time for that. And nobody got time for that, right? No, you don't have time for that. So I want to just go a few short years back, you know, to a situation that really became a defining moment in my life. Is when I had to face the reality of ending a 20-year marriage, and on top of that, being homeless at the same time. Now, you're talking about double trouble, and there was other things that were surrounding that as well. But really faced a situation that I didn't anticipate in my life. And life does have a way of being able to throw those curves at you. It will throw a myriad of challenges at you, but it's not what you do in those times. It's what you do before those times that conditions you to turn a setback into a comeback. You've heard that before, but you know, it's easier said than done. And if you don't do some things beforehand, then it's going to be difficult to turn that setback into a comeback. And that's why I'm glad you're taking time out, you know, to watch this video. So again, I was homeless, but guess what? I wasn't hopeless. Because during that time, I saw myself, you know, building an empire when it comes to purpose development. As a matter of fact, 30 days after my divorce, I ended up starting to write the Purpose Development book, which has become one of the main core resources for everything we do at the Purpose Development Institute. Now, don't get me wrong, I was hurt, I was devastated, I was crushed because I was in that situation, went from having a lot to losing everything. I mean, come on, think about that. You know, so obviously it did affect me from that standpoint, but, you know, understanding, you know, the things that I knew that God had called me to do, it kept me on task. As a matter of fact, here's one of the strange things about the whole situation. I felt like I was the richest person on the planet, even though I had lost everything. You know, I think it was because of years of preparation, years of just understanding, you know, a core purpose of who I am, you know, and all the dynamics that we teach about purpose development, which is just more than my gifts and talent. I tell people all the time, my gifts and talent wasn't going to help me in that particular situation. You know, I needed more than my gifts and talents. So purpose is a whole lot more than just your gifts and talents. You know, so I needed something that was a little bit more deeper, you know, to pull me out of that situation. People might say, well, every time you turn around, he's talking about purpose. Yeah, because I have to say it like this. Every time, you know, when I was in that situation, every time I talked to God, he was talking about purpose. So when I came through that situation, that's all I talked about. I just talked about what he talked about, and which is purpose. And it's still driving my life today. You know, so that was one of the reasons why I was able to, you know, be in a homeless situation. But guess what? I wasn't hopeless. You know, you might be in a situation where it seemed like there's no hope, you know, in your life. But there is hope on the inside of you. Because as long as there's breath in your body, you know, that means that you have an appetite for purpose on the inside of you. You still breathing, then you have an appetite for purpose. And you just need to understand how to feed your appetite for purpose, and it will allow you to turn any setback into a comeback. So this is Donald Jenkins. I'm going to be sharing more with you. This is just a start, but I want to share more with you of how I took this situation to now being on the leading edge of what we call human development and growth strategies. I'm telling you, it's exciting. You know, this journey is exciting. It's difficult, but it's exciting. So this is Donald Jenkins again. You know, tune in, share this video with someone else. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to our website, www.purposedevelopmentinstitute.org. Find out what we're doing at the Purpose Development Institute. I promise you, it'll bless you. So God bless you. I look forward to sharing more of my story with you. This is part 1. Look out for part 2. God bless.